Hey there, team, and welcome to, quite a big free-for-all, actually. 31,000, oh goodness me, 32,000 frame free-for-all here. I put shadows on. For some reason I expect this to be a bit of a smaller one. Hopefully we should be fine. We should be fine. Let me just make sure, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. I like this map for free-for-alls. What is this one again? Shoot, it's got something about the south in the name. Anyway. But yeah, so we've got this sort of nice dry environment here, surrounding the lovely lakes. Thanatos, yep, got Umbar. I like Umbar in a free-for-all for sure. I like Umbar in general. And then we've got 2 times again. With a very small deployment zone to gather his men. Is that all he's got? Yeah, that's all the place he's got. There's the rest of his boys. Maybe the rest of them might have been tucked up on this hill or something like that. Yeah, I think they were maybe, because he can deploy up here. But if you deploy up here, you are stuffed. You would be the last man standing, though. So, I mean, that's something. Anyway, down here again, we have a fair few berserkers and the like. Catapult, no nasty ballista today, but the Uruk-hai catapult. Nothing fancy about that, it's just a standard catapult. Snag of skirms, crossbowmen. We're seeing the Trolls of the White Hand mixed in amongst all of this. The half-orc Bayengard and Naz-hai for the general to be nestled in with. And lots of Uruk-hai infantry and champions of the White Hand. Yeah, and next Umbar, who is bringing anything really fancy. Castamir's Rangers. Again, free-for-all, I don't know. I don't know if, maybe if you're just firing blindly into a enemy versus enemy skirmish, perhaps. Corsair infantry there. Blackguards, Alcaradnas Legion, Balakith Axeguard, more crossbows. Yeah, lots of ranged power, which I think is a solid shout, especially because there's no Uruk-hai archers from 2 times. So I think it's not a bad idea that Thanatos has leaned a little bit more into his archers. We've got a nice thing here, you know, we've got the deployment on top of this hill, but you see Mirkwood. Is this Mirkwood or is that... don't quite know. Rohan, maybe? That might be Rohan's killer, and I think this top right is Mirkwood or the hobbits. You can see the map gets a little bit quirked out on some of these. I think it's due to like the altitude or something off the ground. Could be. Somebody explained that to me before, but I can't quite remember. So you might have Rohan deployed right here, but Rohan, depending on how they're set up, should be able to get pushed down by an Isengard Umbar attack. They shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. I think back in Battle for Middle-earth, could Isengard recruit the Corsairs of Umbar and Mordor couldn't? Or could they both do it? I'm not sure. I'm just thinking, you know, this Isengard Corsair alliance here is quite funny. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of battling. This is usually where I find most of the conflict happens, because this is a nice little position to have. But there's going to be another faction. Looks like Linden and Imladris, or Linden and... Dine? Perhaps. I really need to work out all the colours again. And remember what they are. No, we've got Lothlorien there. I think we've got Lothlorien Mirkwood. Perhaps on the top right. I don't know about double Rohan for a free-for-all. I think Rohan can work well in a free-for-all, but I think 2 Rohans, I would probably want to go for somebody that can sort of hold ground, like Gondor, for instance. Up here, though, yep. Oh, no, I was right. This is Mirkwood. So we've got Smitty here. So he's got his Hirioth. Nice little defense. A lot of armor upgrades for the boys. But even with the armor upgrades, Mirkwood can get shot down. Not quite in the same way as Linden, but they can get shot down. They really defend themselves by their own archers. So it's going to be... Yeah, if he wants to do that, he's going to have to pour a lot of ammunition. There's probably going to be a few more hiding units. Definitely one there, where the stakes have been deployed. Now, he's going to be by himself, because Egu-sama... Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to run around in time. But, anyway, he's got less armor upgrades, but the Hiriek, some Elven King Palace Guard with the armor upgrade, Woodland Protectors, and lots of Woodland Realm Patrol, Kiri Peng, Rangers again, then some Warden's Family Mank, Elders of the Elven King, Hiri Lang, some more hidden units in between these. Perhaps No. It's just, for some reason, they're very tight there. Very spread out here. Here you lang, spears, and Woodland Realm Axeman. So it looks like he was trying to run around to help Smitty, but I don't know if he's going to make it in time. We've got Morris over here with Lothlorien. Certainly would go toe-to-toe with the Mirkwood Elves at range. They're both wood elves of sorts. Lornan Archers, Kindred, and Watchers. Over here, the Riders of the Golden Wood, the Spears of the Wood, and the Lornan Mounted Company. Watching the back there. So they must be allied with the Hobbits. Woodland Protectors, Spears of the Wood, some Guardians, and Spearmen. And then Axemen in the back. They're axe and shield units for Lothlorien. No, this is Rohan. Okay. A fair bit of cav, but doesn't look like too much. Suns, Red Shields, Riders of the Fold, and First Marshal's Bodyguard. Okay, that's not bad. It's not too many, and the Riders of the Fold, of course, are their Horse Archers, shielded, half-decent amount of armor. Not anti-cavalry in melee, like the Riddermark Skirms, but still able to... Aren't they? Nah, surely not. I don't think so. Got the red shields go toe-to-toe with any cav anyway, but yeah, should be able to charge in and out with a few cycles if they need to. Eastmark Spears, this is Y2K as well. So we got the Westmark Marshals, some Westmark Spears mixed in amongst all of that. Helm's Hammers. Yeah, and the Meadowseld Guard. I'm actually pretty keen for Y2K's army. I think there's a lot of cav, but not too much. Y2K is going to know what he's doing. Yeah, okay. Not bad at all. If the fighting really just is focused on that hilltop, that's going to be hell, but the cavalry can pester people like crazy before that happens. Looks like Duran has gone for a little bit of a safe position. A lot of pretty experienced players so far, so this would be pretty dope. Arthedain Pikes and Evandom Spears there, behind them Marksman and Marksman. A little bit of armor spread about the field. Evandom Spears actually getting both levels of armor upgrade, getting that old Fornost Erin Defender armor. Dismounted Fornost Erin Knights there, and dismounted Knights of Illuminus, and mounted Knights of Illuminus. The Arthedain Men-at-Arms, and a Numinous Gateguard with some Wardens of the North in the back, with the General popped in. Again, that's where I would be popping him myself. Over here, we have Diego again, another, experienced player, side by side with Imladris. Playing as Imladris. So Elder Emway Archers, Neratino Warriors there in the back. Lots of Swords of Rivendell with that armor upgrade. Elder Emway Spears. Lots of Imladris Guardians, again, armor upgrade for them too. Gwathi Meridain and Elder Emway Swordmasters. Gwathi Rugdor and Elder Emway Lancers. Okay, cool. Interest. Oh wow, look at that in the sky. Yeah, I mean everybody's army. There's nobody that's brought an army that I'm like, no, that's dumb. But that's kind of what you would expect from sort of these more solid players. Everybody's relatively sensible. It looks like 2 times. If I was the boys here, yeah, I would rush forward with 2 times, and I would really rush forward with Umbar as well. Even if this meant that Thantos was going to hit him a little bit uncoordinated and a little bit too early, I would still want to come forward because I would want to really just get stuck in there. But especially now that you can see Smitty's reinforcements are not going to be coming, as Morris is fronting up immediately with Egusama. And it looks like Egusama... No, I thought he was going to countercharge there. Because right now it's just an elf versus elf fight, but that swift cavalry force from Rohan is going to be able to get over here very quickly. And even if they're just able to lend their horse archer fire, it's not going to be too fun for the boys. Let's go down to 0.9 for a little bit. Yep, looks like Isengard is really rushing on in. That's good to see. Baneguard coming on over. Yeah, I mean, the Elven Wood Elf skill is going to be okay with that for a little while. Especially the Hirioth. But they will bust through that armor upgrade. Now, Smitty can make this painful. But he shouldn't be able to win here unless he receives some backup. But really his only option is just make this as painful as possible for the Isengard Umbar alliance. So that they decide, yeah, okay, this isn't worth taking. We need to watch our backs. Because right now, if they can successfully kick Mirkwood off this hilltop, they've got full control of this central hill. And that puts them in a really nice position. But as I say, if Smitty can just make this hurt enough that Diego starts edging forward, with his Arthedain reinforcements over there, commanded by Joran, it's going to be, yeah, that's his best bet. But for right now, I would quite enjoy being Smitty. I quite like these things are quite fun sometimes, but it's tough. It's very tough, and he's just gonna have to do his best. Egu-sama getting blasted down by that high damage. Oh goodness sake, yeah, I think. And you're just seeing here the very light armor off the Mirkwood forces, really struggling up against this fire. And now that the cavalry have arrived, you'd be really tempted to try and like shunt your way over here. Now I think it's maybe a bit too late for this now, but at the start he could have maybe just run over here, even if he knew he wasn't going to be able to get up to back up his friend. At least then he could benefit from this position. Yeah, because then they've got to go all the way around there instead. Does mean that his back is threatened, and maybe this is sort of a better thing for him. He would prefer to just be rinsed from one side. Looks like he is a little bit... I've seen Egu-sama around before, and he's usually not so bad, but I think maybe just a little bit overwhelmed here right now with everything fronting up on him. How are those Rohirrim troops? The question is, are they going to be running or just strolling on by? No, they are running. Yeah, they want to get there to back up the Elves of Mirkwood. I wouldn't have been surprised if they did just take a stroll on over, and just so that Y2K could focus on microing its cav. And it is still like it's a 1v1 over there, so it's not like he's rushing to save an ally. He's rushing to assist an ally. I like this little small... I don't know if you can quite call it an archipelago, because the islands... I can't remember in geography. What do you call just like these little... Oh, wow. That's very nice. I've never really noticed this area. Sorry, just geography. So, coming back. Arthedain arriving. Grey Company popped up as well. We hadn't seen them. So yeah, Thanatos is immediately going to have to start watching his back. And it's just a case of like, this is the same thing, of course. Now, if they just sit there and watch this, then they run the risk of Smitty kind of speaking to the boys and saying, look how strong they are right now. You know, you need to stop attacking me, turn around and focus on them. And, you know, I won't shoot you, I'll guard from here. I don't know. Of course, very tough to have these discussions when you're only typing to each other. But I do love to do free-for-alls in voice chat. It's a lot of fun. Woodland Protectors trying to get some shots in. You don't want to go for the Corsair Infantry, especially not without an armor upgrade. Baneguard, though, well, they're fighting to the death now, but would have been a nice target. The issue is, because he's so tightly packed up on this hill, you can't really mess with that catapult. Because unless your catapult crew is, you know, commanded by Froggy, then, you know, they just don't seem to want to hit things at all in that case. No matter what army he seems to be playing as. It's a shame. It is a terrible shame. Armor upgraded Spears of the Wood, too. But yeah, the cavalry moving around. There's no cav from Egu-sama today, and he's got no cav coming in to support him either. It looks like we did actually have a little... Oh, Lothlorien cavalry attack, but it did get gunned down, or shot down. Part of this fold getting shot up here, but... Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a miss. At the end of the day, like, Y2K, he's not going to be too upset. These aren't his, like, really expensive cavalry. So if they are just soaking up a bit of long-range fire, not that they would else really care about long-range, you know, they're going to hit you either way. Woodland Protectors moving on forward. Egu-sama is still with a very sort of... There's no battle line here that's been drawn. He's still just sort of muddled about. Oh, goodness me, ouch. These poor Hiri Peng. Now, this is sucking up a lot of ammunition. But I do worry. Oh, are those Guardians? Yeah, Guardians approaching. Yeah, jeepers. That's not fun to get shot at. I don't know. At this point, yeah, this is just getting very nasty. I would probably just grab something and try and run away. I would either try and run away, or I would just grab everything and lash at them. Just, yeah. I think those are your two options. I don't, you know, just standing there and taking the fire is not working out. Another nasty burn for Smitty. Let's zoom on in a little bit. See what we got. Try and get a thumbnail just to make sure that we're not forgetting that later. Yeah, you can see the smoke from the catapult. Looks kind of nice. Yeah. Maybe get the water in instead. Something like this. No, I think we'll just go for that. Unless something else really jumps out at us later. Oh, Hiriek, yeah, gonna get collided by Lornan's spears. Hiriek are incredible, but in those numbers up against another very good unit, it's a bit nasty. Lang getting countercharged. Unfortunately, yeah, I think we saw a few of them do a little lunge forward. I don't know if they got their charge bonus off with that, though. Woodland Protectors getting some hits in, up against Woodland Protectors. But yeah, with that nice shield value, they'll shrug off most of that damage. Rout of the Fold still around, still Rout of the Fold over here. Just, yeah, pinging away. Constant arrow fire on these guys. Back around. Imladris, you waiting? No, they're not. They're getting stuck in, which is good. And I mean, I guess it kind of... It shows Smitty, like, hey, you know, I'm fronting up. I'm fighting the guys that are fighting you to make sure that he doesn't start unleashing. Because these Hiri Ping, they've not started firing yet. And he could get much higher quality kills rattling into the Elves and the Imladris there. Those Eldraelmwe Lancers, I know they're heavy armored, they've got shields, but they're such big targets, so he's tempting to shoot at Cav. But yeah, maybe that is the thing. Oh, pikes. I would be shooting at the pikes myself. Like, I would for sure go for some stuff here. Castmere's Rangers as well, I could see them getting rattled in. They're getting some good damage there. But Smitty's got a lot to deal with here. He's got a lot to focus on. Woodland Protectors getting thrown in. Spears of Image are doing really nicely. Pikes as well. Yeah, I'd be a lot more liberal with my ammunition than Smitty's being. I'm just really worried that the front line is actually going to get broken and we're not actually going to be finished. Ah, that's a shame. Armor upgrade to Huey Lang taking Javelin Fire and Cabal Fire. They really are a menace with that armor upgrade. I say when I did the versus Orc Fodder videos for Swordmasters, a lot of people were wondering, you know, would I redo this with, like, or should I have done it with max armor upgrades? And maybe I should have. Yeah, because, you know, the units like the Huey Lang then just step up, and, you know, the Swordmasters of Esgaroth too, you can buff their armor up twice, and so on, but I don't know. Yeah, hard to say. I'd love to redo something like that again, but as I say, it was a big investment of time. Not just for me, but also for getting people to help me record and work through it. Or help me play the battles. Elders the Elven King coming on in. First Marshal's Bodyguard smashing them down. Very unpleasant little charge there. 61 before contact. No actually massive kills, but a lot of hit point damage, no doubt. But the Palace Guard are in there. Palace Guard do have, of course, massive amount of damage, but also anti-cavalry bonus with those. I guess just two-handed spears. I don't know if there's a name for... Is there a fancy name for like a two-handed spear? Apart from just trying to make some sort of reference to Darth Maul. Hiri Peng there getting taken down. Yeah, this is the swarm. And now we'll zoom out because it's all red, so you can't really see too much when you're zooming into the minimap like that. Yeah, good stuff from the men of Rohan. Oh, it is a Rohan Lothlorien alliance. That's quite nice to see. But yeah, they came forward together, used their sort of 2v1 advantage, and hopefully they will have just done this without massive casualties. Y2K being pretty liberal with his cavalry, but that's not a bad idea because it means, like, his cavalry's going to be less useful once the fighting actually comes down to this hilltop. So, Mirkwood General number 1 down. I definitely thought Smitty would be the first Mirkwood off the field. But no, both Mirkwoods were in pretty nasty situations. But it's very tempting just to take this position. So I understand why they deployed up here, but had they not, then it would have just handed the entire hill to Isengard and Umbar right away. What's Imladris up to? I definitely understand Diego here. You know, because he wants to fight this. He wants to push up, but at the same time, he wants to let Umbar, Isengard, and Mirkwood kill each other. He doesn't want to come in and... You know, he wants to come in and sort of fight the victor. So all he's doing is really skirmishing away, and as I say, it's showing Mirkwood, hey, don't shoot at me, I'm your ally in this. Yeah, so it's smart. It's smart that he is waiting, but it looks like he's going for it now. And also, I guess he was just waiting for Arthedain. Oh, saying that, sorry, Arthedain is cracking in over here. Along with some Swords of Rivendell. And the Belgar Footmen showing their worth. I really like the Belgar footmen. Yeah, I had a battle yesterday. I was really quite silly. No, I might end up doing that battle. I don't want to do a spoiler. But yeah, something related to Belgar footmen is a bit of a shame. Eminem Spears, though. Massive armor upgrade on them. Oops, daisies. That should be fine. That should go away. If not, if you see a little quick black screen and then back, that's just me getting rid of a little notification. Eminem Spears, though, as I say, with that armor upgrade, they're going to be very resistant. Yeah, okay, I've got to just black screen for a split second. Coming back now. They're going to struggle because they don't. Neither side is really doing much damage here. The pikes are coming in. The swords of Rivendell, unfortunately, not really being able to work their way forward. They would really be able to slice down these. Oh well, just coastal men, coastal fighters, named after the great sea of Belgar. Crossbows waiting there. Catapult still rattling in. Oh, for a second I thought that the catapult crew were berserkers there. Just that they're hanging around. That would be pretty quirky. I say it's something that I do just love about Silmarilla. Yeah, the guys are right here. Where are the actual catapult crewmen? Oh, they're invisible. Ah, yes. Shoot, I forgot that. Isengard's catapult crew is invisible for whatever reason. We're firing rotting meat now, which is... I would maybe not. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do this because you're doing much more damage to your own men than you are the enemy. Mirkwood's got higher standard morale than you do, especially a lot of these Snaga. It's nah, stop it. And I think he has stopped it. So that's good. Oh no, we're going for it. And it's not worth the occasional dead elf that we're slamming a cow into. It's just, nah. So Lothlorien's coming on forward now alongside Rohan. I kind of like their chances here. They've already sort of killed one army. They've fully united together. They've used up a lot of ammunition though, I guess, but so have their enemies. Thanatos has been a bit careful with his ammo. And, but when you run out of infantry units, is there any point? Now this is the thing, they want to be making their way over here, but they want to be taking their time. Because, just like with Diego coming in to help Mirkwood, he wanted them both to sort of bleed each other. The boys coming around here, they really want Arthedain and Imladris to bleed out. Oh, goodness me, not many other runaway archers there. They really want them to bleed each other out, use each other's ammunition up. And yeah, just waste their lives for a little while. Capel waiting now, I think. Crossbows firing in. Yeah, lots of targets for them to choose from. Spread out, so they're going to be... Oh, this poor berserker. He can't get back to his boys. He's just taking arrows. Very fragile guy there with no armor. So, as nasty as he is in a fight, if you can't get them into melee, it's painful. Are we rattling crossbow shots into the marksman? That? No, we're going past that. We're going that into, yeah, Fornostera Knights. Fair. And if you can get into the Lancers too, goodness me, that'd be very tasty. Yeah, boys, just holding. So now, yeah, you're seeing the Elves of Imladris folding around, getting ready for the advance of the Elves of Lothlorien and their Rohirrim allies. Diego still pressuring here, but I don't think these guys are going to receive any reinforcements. So they're going to kind of just be relying on Mirkwood, which, yeah, I mean, many might... I think he's probably a pretty decent ally to have because, you know, they've already just killed his, you know, set ally. So I would definitely trust that he's not going to try and shoot Imladris or Arthedain. I think he's just going to keep focused on Isengard and Umbar and just do his best with that. What we got? He's generally, yeah, he's been gutting his way through most of the attackers here and absorbing a fair bit of damage. But the boys are set up nicely now. They have full control of this hilltop. But for Thanatos and 2 times, the real hope is just that Rohan and Lothlorien bring the pain onto Diago, and yeah, bring and then sort of not really focus on them for a while. They can deal with each other after. And as I say, if they want to waste those cav, it's not going to be too much of a problem. The cavalry's not going to be too useful if they've only got these 3 entrances to run up the hill from. There's nothing around the back. No. You go right up to the lake. We're almost through here. Alcrondas Legion, locked morale, and just, yeah, very good sword and board, so they're going to be an issue, but up against the Swords of Rivendell, and some pike damage, even though we're very slanted, it's going to be tough. Of course, our blackguards there can rattle a lot of javelins in, but it's just Evendom spears. Saying that, though, they're Evendom spears with 100... No, sorry. How much is it? How much is a standard armor upgrade? I know... Like, is it 25 for Gondor, or is it 50 for Gondor and 100 for everybody else? Or is it 75 for everybody else? Shoot. No, I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry, I need to have a quick look at that. But still, it's a lot of investment. 2 armor upgrades onto these Evendom spears, so they're not going to be cheap. But if they are there to soak up damage, then... Oh, dear. No, it's the pikes that are going to be taking that. More Alcrondas Legion coming in to stop this attack. And that's what it is. You know, it's very much is an attack here. We've got a little avenue. If we could get a unit through, we could trap those blackguard. But they're good in melee anyway, so... Just a handful defending the centre here. Knights of Numinous. I know that we wouldn't want to do that, but, you know, they could rush on in. We could get those champions out and do some charging of the knights. I guess the actual mounted Knights of Numinous would sort that out. Yeah, dearie me, the Kindred coming in. Causing some pain. Swords of Rivendell getting cycle charged. Things are getting... Yeah, this was going really well for Imladris and Arthedain, but now it's a bit scary. And we could use... Like, I'm sure they could use a bit of fire support from above, but... Poor old... Poor Smitty's got a lot to deal with. So he can't really just turn around and start rattling shots into that area. He's got to save his old skin. Are these... Axeguard armor upgraded? No, they're not. I think, as I say, they do look better without the armor upgrade, but I always give it to them just because I quite like them with it. And also, their standard armor is really not much. They're quite fragile. So giving them that just helps them out an awful lot. Got the crossbows running on over here. Are they out of ammo, or is that just a... No, they're not out of ammo. Still, when they're done, they do have that nice armor that you'd expect from a nice drilled and disciplined Uruk-hai, but of course no battle skill. But still takes them a long time to die because of that armor. They can get slotted on in somewhere. Men at arms, they're shaken. As long as they don't break, this is gonna be good for them. But they might break in a second as the blackguards are gating around their backs. Eldrinway Lancers looking for some opportunity. Dismounted Forno-Serra Knights coming in there, but they might arrive too late. The men-at-arms might already break. They're just shaking, though. They're not wavering. Shaking there, too. Oh, goodness me. Oh, okay, that was just a small unit of 19. That wasn't the big bulk of 139 that just broke there. It's just because of this very steep terrain. If it was a bit of a flatter ground battle, those pikes would really be wrecking shop. Forno-Serra Knights. Okay, they're sort of just slamming in there. I guess somebody's got to. I was going to say I would be great to see them come up here and back at the men-at-arms, but now the men-at-arms are actually doing not too bad. The the Axe Guard have been called away from directly attacking them. Oh, goodness. Did the axes change when they get that armor upgrade as well? For some reason, I never see them with this little point at the top of the axe. Maybe that's something that they lose when they receive that armor upgrade. That's quite dope. Very cool indeed. Put them in there. No. Champions the White Hand. I'd be so tempted. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea. But saying that, I mean, there's still 19 of you up against 28 Knights from Numinous. That could be very nasty for those poor knights. Wraithy Rockdoor getting a charge in. Goodness me, we are countering with our own cavalry. Right into the Kindred too with that charge. Certainly would hurt. Thought about... No, that's not... Wait, did they... Wow, I thought that was way too short a distance, but they did get in there. Sons of Ao coming in, and some shots also, so I think Deo was going to try and pull them back behind the lines. No, they're staying active. Eldrinway Lancers coming in. No armor, well, no anti-cavalry bonus from the Eldrinway Lancers, but just very high quality cavalry. Goodness me. Helm's Hammers there. This is some good action from Diego, for sure. And now that we've got these Elven Elites coming in, it might help... Yeah, it's going to help turn the tide. Westmark Marshals arriving. Is that it? Oh, okay. We've still got some reserves. we've still got quite a few reserves here from Rohan. Where are you guys going? They're not going to go all the way around, my man. It's going to take a wee bit too long for it to get them all the way around. I don't know. They might... I don't know what's up to them there. But I didn't realise how much Y2K, and they're all Westmark. Of course, up against like the Elves of Imladris. It looks like... Wait, is Y2K... I think Y2K is genuinely considered going all the way around. That's interesting. That's very interesting, because I think... Oh wait, no. I think they're still going to win here. With your... Yeah, okay. They are going to win here. And there's not that many Elves and Imladris left. So yeah, Thanatos and Isengard there 2 times. They've gotten pretty lucky there. We've got a little cav fight. Ooh. No, I think these were just some routing forces that bumped into them. Probably. It's a lot. No. It's a lot of them. What happened over here? Yeah, more of them. There's still one guy firing away. Yeah, shoot, I must have missed this. Morse has these archers coming all the way around. Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe I know what happened. This might be... It does look just like a normal piece of land, but maybe this is a bridge, so you've got to cross it. You can't just order your men across, you've got to move them there and then move them across. And he's just given them a straight move order. Yeah, you're seeing some of these guys coming back now. I think maybe Y2K just gave them a straight move order, focused on something else, and then they realized they're coming all the way around, and the same thing happened to those archers a while ago. Could be. I couldn't say it for certain, but I think that's maybe the case. Swordmasters there getting cracked on in. Not really the best thing for the marshals to be fighting, but like if somebody's got to fight them, then the Westmark marshals are probably the best thing for Rohan to throw their way. At least they know they can get through some of that armor. Smitty, he's had a lot of the pressure taken off him, and because he has been a bit more careful with his ammunition, he's still got a fair bit of it to spend here. Here, you paying back there. Yeah, they've still got their bows out. Rangers still with some bows. Elders still firing away. Like that little position. So that is Isengard's general dropped. But the bulk of his actual... I mean, the Snagga, yep. I think they're glitched out. I think they've been sitting there routing. Yeah, I think for some reason the pathfinding in this area is a little bit confused for them. So yeah, they're just going to be sat there breaking. Which is, it's kind of a shame because it means that whenever you attack... You get this happen in Moria quite a lot. But whenever, say, Umbar or especially Isengard attacks this position, they've got routing troops right behind them. So they've got that morale debuff from having troops running away constantly as they're fighting. So you get this in Moria. Oh, goodness me, ouch. You're seeing these poor, what are these guys? Of course, they're blackguards getting yeeted around. Hit from the right side too, so that shield's not coming into effect. But yeah, high mass arrows too, just chucking them up in the air. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, you're seeing this in Moria a lot because you've got that little area, that little entrance hall where people always get glitched out and they just get like stuck routing. So it's a big problem, and that's something they're going to be suffering from there if they come to attack Smitty again. Red Shields battling with the Gwathi Rockdoor. Red Shields are very solid in melee up against cavalry, but the Gwathi Rockdoor are as good as they get, and especially with a few charges in too. Very good from Diego there. But still, they'll be taking some damage from that. Now is the time where you've got to maybe... You do need to start thinking though, boys. You know, how much do we have left and how much do we need to finish off Umbar and Isengard? So you don't have too much. Still the Warlords of Umbar nice and healthy. Very good Knights as well. I've not seen them for a long time, to be honest. Because I don't really take them myself. I used to all the... Actually, do I? I guess I do when I play in an open field. I'll often take them, but I don't play Umbar in open fields too often anymore. They're much more of a siege faction for me now. Over here, the pike's still battering in. Usually, as I say, my go-to for open field battles are Rudour and Cardlin. You know, I take open field fights a lot more seriously than I take siege battles. Not that I mean I take a siege seriously, but it's much more for the the scene itself, really, when it comes to a siege. And yeah, we're seeing this again here. Some of these routing units sort of glitched out, just causing the Knights of Numenor, well, the Numenor's gate guards to be shaken there a little bit. And there's nothing more to really fill this gap. Those are the wardens. We've got some Arthedain marksmen. With a bit of ammo, I'm sure they'll want to use that before they get chucked on in. With a level of armor upgrade, though, I think they're only allowed to get one level of armor upgrade. They'll do okay in melee, but with what they've got arrayed against them still, it's too much for them. Cavalry, as I say, this cavalry just sort of deleting each other. It's a bit of a shame, but it's not going to be too useful later on. Saying that, though, if they do end up getting those warlords down into the open field, then it's going to be, they're going to need some of their own cav to grab them and shut them down. So it looks like Lothlorien has taken most of this damage there, and it's now going to be largely down to Rohan. Yeah, a bit of running back and forth. I think there must be something with this land bridge. It's just a little bit confused. And because he's just microing elsewhere, he's not being able to focus on it to actually get his men across. I think, so as you know, you just put your guys here, order them to go there, and then order them to go just across. Don't order them to go over here, because they'll be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, you've got to order them to cross to that. But saying that, these guys are routing quite alright across it. Oh no, they're moving. Nah, I thought they were routing. No, unsure. Still some cycle charging going on. There are the Guardians around. With your rock door pulling back. Yeah, I think it's fair enough that Joran and Diego are pulling back now. They've still got a few solid units. The Troll Slayers with their ammo. The Wardens with their ammo as well. That's not going to be easy to deal with. What's over here? There's still this one archer pinging away. What is he going for? Knights? I think he just landed... Yeah, I mean, he's got the elven accuracy there. He's going to land the occasional hit. We got another one coming in? Yeah. Okay, we'll just shoot these knights in the back. Fair enough. We're bloodying a few of them up. Slowly whittling them down. We will rack a killer... Oh, no. Oh, to be honest with you... Oh, he's dead. But, was that worth it? That was like a full volley of Warden fire. So I'm sure, you know, you'd be happy enough to just soak up that damage. Warden's firing in now. Yeah, totally. Harbinger's absolutely worth it. Even, you know, Alcron has Legion in the back, of course, but those Balakith Shield, Axe Guard even, are worth it for me. Yeah, but nice shooting there. Oh, he switched the pikes, but I think he maybe just gave the attack order in general over there. So it's going to hurt. The Wardens are really going to mess up those Warlords of Umbar as well if the Warlords do end up taking to the field. Now it's just who... Oh, and now Smitty, who I thought was going to be the first player dead, is still around, and he's quite... I mean, he's quite an important player here. He's still pinging shots away into the Umbar Isengard alliance. He's still got his elites here. The Elves of the Elven King and melee are going to be tough. Armor upgraded Hiriek, just to hold the line from Cat. Oops, sorry. And he might have something else hidden there. Boys don't know for certain if he is gone yet. Hiri Peng there firing in too. Looks like Thanatos in 2 times are actually going to be sacrificing this. They are realizing that this is going to be too bloody for them. Just sit and try and take this now. What are they? Lornan, some Lornan forces making their way up. Oh, grabbing these poor Snaga boys, fighting to the death. Brave Snaga. You know. Oh goodness. Oh, that's such a shame. They still have their javelins out. These pikemen here probably not gonna last too long. Oh yeah, Guardians. I was gonna say all it's gonna take is for somebody to get around behind them, but when you've got the Guardians, you don't have to worry about getting around pikes. You can just out-pike them. Now, what's going to happen with Smitty? Is his desire to avenge his old teammate going to be too much for him? Is he going to be striking Rohan and Lothlorien, or is he going to keep just trying to protect himself and burn away at 2 times in Thanatos? We've got the Champions of the White Hand coming in. Oof. Yeah, okay, that hurt. That for sure hurt them, but and they're right out of there now. They did lose a guy, and they're going to be taking a little bit more damage. But no, that was a pretty decent little charge. Surprised they didn't take more damage there. Warlords looked like they were thinking about coming out. Nope, they are heading out. Knights of Innuminus actually came in for a charge. But they pulled back. Oh no, they're in. They're in. But the thing is, we've got a full unit of Warlords of Umbar, who, yeah, generally man for man could beat the Knights of Innuminus, or, well, they can match them. So outnumbering them, they should be okay, as long as they both just get charges into each other. But then there's still the white... Ooh, sorry, what are they even called? White hand guys. Where are they? This is going to drive me mad. Where are those big warg boys? It's not Riders of the White Hand. Chosen of the White Hand? Champions of the White Hand. That's what they are. Yeah. No spears from the boys left, though. But oh, that's 2 units of Troll Slayers. So these are all 2 hit point guys in melee after they've used up their ammo. You know, you really... Unless the remaining, you know, defenders, you can't... I don't know why I do that. Whenever there's a pause and then I say a word funny, imagine me doing the, you know, the quotation marks with my fingers. That's what I do. So, yeah, whenever unless the defenders are able to shoot them down, they're going to have a lot of trouble just killing them in melee, let alone dealing with their javelins. Oh, chasing those guys down. Let's kill a few Warlords of Umbar. And charging in and out of the Alcrondas Legion. Europe was saying that cavalry is not going to be useful up in this section, but I guess really high quality cav like that is always going to be useful because you don't need that much of a charge. Oh, yo, that hurts though. Axguard grabbing a few of them. Marksman coming in to sort of save the day. And because we're on this slope, now this slope is actually going to benefit Arthedain a little bit because it's a lot more difficult to charge down a slope than it is sort of to charge across an open field. Yeah, okay, a nice little battle now. The Axguard are going to make this very nasty for the Knights of Innuminus, but holy smokes, they are evening the odds quite quickly, but they could use their own infantry unit there to back them up. Some of these Rohirrim forces moving down. Yeah, goodness me, we've got a lot of just different factions battling it out. I don't think anybody's blaming Smitty for again, just holding back here. Just waiting. Shooting into the Riders of the Fold. I think, yeah, at this point, he is just, like, pincushion anybody that gets close to me. Because I think this is all he's got left. Yeah. You're seeing those Rangers, Greenwood Rangers. They've still got their bows out, but they're in amongst... Maybe they're just a unit that always holds their bows in their hands. But they've not got their sword. Usually, like, say with the Gondor archers, they keep their bow in their hand the whole time, but they just pull out their sword, too, when they're out of ammo. Armors of Castamere battling out. Urukai crossbows there. Still active with the cav, but Troll Slayers, as I say, it's just these beefy unit of Troll Slayers. This is what I would want to be shooting if I had much ammunition left, Smitty. I'd probably be holding on to my remaining ammo. And yeah, I guess kind of hoping that what's left can kind of hold back this Arthedain tide. It's not so much that it's a tide, but it's just what they've got left are all like largely bodyguard units, and they've still got ammunition themselves. A quick little backs. Oh no! Oh wow, that's interesting. So we're clashing with Umbar here, the Rohirrim clashing with the Umbar, and then we've also got the Dunedain Troll Slayers over there. Is that a Medicil? No, that's just Eastmark spears. Oh wow, it's crazy that we've still got Eastmark spear ammunition for this late point in the battle. That's very cool to see. Some of these Knights of Innuminus fighting to the death there up against the Eastmark spears. Yeah, again, I think it's just something about this hilltop. Pathfinding is just off. If you route on this hilltop, you're just stuck. You ain't going anywhere, dude. The hill has claimed you already. The moment that you set foot on it, you're stuck. You're gonna die there. Warns the North firing in. Yeah, just picking. Like, if you can aim for the Medicil Guard or something of note, then that's worth it, but anything is kind of your target at this point, I think. All of these routing forces just staring down the Elves of Mirkwood up there. Still Gwaithir Rockdoor about. They're going to get... They're backstabbing about, yeah. Deal with the last of the Woodland Protectors, but it would be juicy just go straight in the back of Rohan there. Guardians coming on over. Troll Slayers, yeah. Now that the Troll Slayers have made contact, even up against Westmark Infantry. Ooh, Westmark Infantry kind of getting... Oh, wow, that is straight up a three-way fight. Oh, that's cool. Okay, you don't actually often get like a proper three-way engagement like that, where you've just got the real. I'm going to take a picture, but I don't really think I'll use this one because you can't really see it from the thumbnail. But like a Troll Slayer there, slashing the Elfcronrath Legion right next to the Westmark Infantry, who they're also fighting. No, that's great. I really enjoy that. But yeah, the Troll Slayers are really doing not too bad there, as you would expect from a unit of their quality. Troll Slayers moving around now. Still firepower coming in from the Arthedain marksman. But yeah, these are the guys that you're going to need to shoot Merc with. Nobody else is fronting up with him, and yet Smitty, just chill. I feel like I would be really tempted to sally forth, but I think Smitty deserves this. Oh wait, shoot, do you have any ammo? Oh hell. He might have. He's still got his Rangers. What are you going for? He's just firing into the, he's firing into the backs of the Rohirrim. No. I wouldn't want to touch the Rohirrim now. Oh goodness me, that's a big yeah, they're all broken, they're all stuck. No, I wouldn't be shooting at the Rohirrim. You're going to pad your kill count very nicely, but no, I'd go for the Troll Slayers. That is the Lord of Lothlorien down. I think anything else that's just like hiding that I'm not noticing. No, everything. All the remaining units are on this hill. That's quite cool to see. Just the way that they're spread about there. Troll Slayers here battling against some of the Guardians. Guardians have gotten themselves in a good little position, or at least they know they're only really being attacked from the front, but that's not going to last forever. These guys are whirling their way around. Oh, that is the general in amongst the Harbingers of Castamere. That's where he went down. Nice little charge dealt with him. Charge from the Goithi Rokdor. Yeah, dude, no. Fire into the Troll Slayers now. They need to be where we're hitting. We've only got the Rangers, I think. I'm not seeing the Hiri lying in melee, or not Hiri Ping. That's what I was thinking about. I saw. Yeah, no, Hiri Ping. They are popping up. They are in. They're wormed in amongst all this, and they do have their swords out. So that is not what you want to see. So if I know I've not got any ammo, maybe I would have considered charging it at this point. Because he's just... Oh wait, marksmen are out of ammo. The wardens aren't though. And I would not want to be just shot up at the end of this. I would want to get stuck in, even if I know I'm going to get stuffed. So I would have probably wanted to maybe do a charge earlier. If I knew I was out of ammo. But unless he's got something hidden that he thinks he can use to kind of turn the tide here. Kill off some of those Troll Slayers. In melee, he'll do okay up against, especially Elders, the Elven King. The Hiri Peng, they are, little two-handed swordsmen there. Up against those nice slow axes, even from such an agile warrior as the Untitled Troll Slayer. Wardens coming around. More Troll Slayers. Yeah, no, I think they've just got to make the move. Are those? No, that's just body piercing fire. Of course, Elven Rangers more damaging than human Rangers, just because, well, they're elves. They're good at shooting arrows at people. So, sorry, there's cars like driving around right outside my window, so I'm just like watching them a little bit. Just if they stop, I need to maybe go and answer the door. We'll see. No, I think they're gone. Marksman standing by now. Yeah, there'll be a good little first assault, just to take a bit of the damage. But they've just got to hope that they don't end up just getting, routed. But the thing is, as well, we do have... Oh, there's still one Harbinger. He's just trying to bolt. I don't know where Thanatos is going to try and get him. Because the thing is, there's Silcav. Even the Grey Company, if the Grey Company see it... Oh, shoot, the Grey Company firing in. Yeah, oh, this is too much now. No, Smitty, you gotta just go. They're just gonna blast you. Ouch, yeah. It's that or spread out a bit, but no, I think he's maybe gonna get just launched in at some point soon. If I was Duran, I'd maybe want to finish this in melee, but at the same time, you want to win. You deserve to win, So why not make use of everything? Where is he hiding?
Run down those worthless peasants.
He's just waiting there. I don't know. Santos just kind of hoping that they kind of hopefully just delete each other. and then just his one sword master is going to be okay at the end. But as I say, if there's just... Dude, like, it's got to be a real deletion. And if these Gwathi Rockdoor are still around in any capacity, we're stuffed. Still some guys stuck. What's this over here? Yeah, again, just stuck. Most of these units, I think, are just stuck in place. Yeah, now is the charge. So, as I say, they'll kill a lot of these humans coming at them, but it's going to just be too much. Yeah, and with the damage that's being done by the Rangers, I think we should have done a charge in earlier. Sort of just as Rohan was faltering. We should have maybe started to rush into their backs. And not so much to kill the Rohirrim, of course, but just move around the Rohirrim if we can and get into this Arthedain force. Troll Slayers making the initial charge. That's probably a good idea, actually. I would have led the way with my archers, but it is better to lead the way with your Troll Slayers, just so they get that charge bonus. Great, okay, that's better. The defeat is certain for a second. I was very confused by that. But no, this is going to just be too much. Oh, wow. Elves. I guess it is the elves. The Elven King are in there. Towards the north. Arriving now. That Harbinger still just biding his time. Waiting for his chance. Those Troll Slayers, they're all locked morale. So we don't have to worry about them breaking. Marksmen worming their way up to the forefront now just to take damage. Worry about those stakes, boys. Yeah, it's the problem when there's so many corpses around. You just start to, like, stakes can just start to vanish in your mind. Where have the Gwathi Rockdoor are still floating about? I thought they had run off somewhere else. Either nobody's spotting the Harbinger, or nobody cares about him just yet. See, if I saw him and I had the Gwathi Rockdoor, I would just want to finish him with one charge. Now Thantos is probably... Oh no, I was thinking he was looking for a position where he could kind of negate the charge. If you were nestled in down here, then it's very difficult to sort of charge you. Anywhere there, yeah, maybe coming this way you could get a charge in, but still it's so uneven, the ground, that it's not going to be too possible.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Troll Slayers there, still hacking their way through. Yeah, even with the Elders, this is just too much. And yeah, a little bit of body-piercing fire from the Grey Company too, to just tip the scales. Oh wait, oh. Ah, no, yeah. Oh, he did go down there. I wonder if that was his thought. Did he want to just get, like, nestled in somewhere there? But even the things, even if they didn't get a charge on him, there's still Gwathi Rockdoor and melee. Like, he could have maybe killed 1, 2 if he was really lucky, but no, they're going to bring him down. So, bit of a shame. But we didn't get the message of, like, our army has been entirely wiped out, my lord. No, I don't know. Do you usually get one of those? But no, it's the final sort of flash here. He's got this one too. So many corpses. We'll take this. Maybe. But it might be a bit of a spoiler. I'll think. I do like armor upgraded Hiriek. Mirkwood is my favorite elven faction. Are they? They're probably the elves that I'm best with as well. Just because you've got a few more numbers than everybody else, and also like than your other elves. You've got a good range component. You've got a bit of armor, but not much. But as I say, I love playing Brood Hour. Armor's not something I need. I kind of rely a lot more on shields, and that's something that Mirkwood does quite nicely. Mirkwood, you know, you're seeing the Hiriek shields there. You know, they're huge. You know, I do like my troops to have some decent shields, and Brood Hour does that as well. So, yeah, nice, aggressive, high damage, fast. But I guess all the elves are pretty fast. So no, Mirkwood's definitely my favourite elven faction. Both lore-wise as well. Mirkwood's a very interesting state. I love the sort of wildness of it, and so on. And the sort of the less what's the word? Perhaps like less sense sometimes way than the high elves and so on. I do love this little item here. It's the black is, of course, the model is slightly broken for me, but that's kind of the way it is on this map every time I play it. Just the black bricks as well, look very intimidating. Wreathy Rockdoor coming around for a few charges, just trying to finish this off. And yeah, body piercing shots too. So I think this is definitely a deserved victory for Imladris and Arthedain. They, you know, they played the game well, but they didn't just sit back the whole time. When they did fall back, I felt that it was deserved. I think they've fought against every team, which is always a thing that I like. You know, in a free-for-all, if you only end up fighting against one team or one player, it's a bit of a shame, and you can kind of tell, hey mate, yeah, you were just sitting. But like they had contact with everybody. All the sides, you know, we're seeing this now against Mirkwood too. It's a shame for Smitty's ally. I would have loved it if Smitty could have pulled out a win here. That would have made, I would have been overjoyed. I'm glad that he made it until the end here, because I was really surprised by that. I thought he was getting wiped out at the start, as I said, but still, it would have been so cool if somehow he could have pulled out a win. The only way I could have maybe seen him win would have been had we been able to shoot up. How are those Troll Slayers doing? We killed a lot of the Troll Slayers here. The Wardens are still pretty healthy though. Only 29. And that's with the cav action going on too. So, had we just had a little bit of ammunition left for the Troll Slayers, and then seeing how many he's killed here, maybe it was a better idea for him just to hold position instead of charging down. Because charging down the cav would have been a lot more damaging than it is being. So maybe he was better off just holding and just tanking the damage before making his way in. But at the same time, like, Arthedain could have just sat and used up every single arrow from the Grey Company. If they really wanted to be cheesy, they could have just, like, sat there and used up all that ammunition before charging in. So, I don't know. We got a little... Oh, it is a 2v1 between these two marksmen and this one Hero Peng.
To our Lord. Our men have
That is the final general on the field, or one final enemy general for Imladris and Arthedain. And it's not, it was pretty damn close either way. As I say, the only ways I could have seen that win is maybe charging down. But at the same time, that could have just been cavalry punishment for you. Trying to just benefit from the fact that, like, Rohan was still, Rohan, I guess, Umbar were still crashing away. Nah, but good scrap. Certainly a good scrap overall. A nice map, I do like it. I'm glad that, I always like maps that do have a central point of power. You know, like a hill, but right in the middle. So you don't feel bad about taking it, because you're like, hey, man, I'm right in the middle of the map. Like, this is the point that we fight over. And it becomes like a king of the hill, instead of just like a camp of the hill. You know, if I'm in a free-for-all and I see a hill in the middle, you better believe, like, I'm gonna run toward it. And if I take it, I'm staying on that hill. Because I've fought for it, I've rushed for it. The fact that you can deploy right on top of it at the start, of course, changes the game slightly. I love it when you've got a hill that you have to fight for, you have to run for. But still, it's the general of Arthedain hanging about. So, let's have a look. What are we getting at? Harbingers were rattling people down. A lot of prisoners caught for the Harbingers as well, probably bumping into some of those routing units that were stuck. A lot of Alcarondas Legion kills, always going to get that. When you're up against men or orcs, for sure, or even elves, the Alcarondas Legion are going to do not too bad. Corsair Blackguard, very, very nice. Almost 400 for those Corsair crossbows there. The second team, the other one was 200. That's pretty good. Corsair Infantry, 92 for a few fodder units. And yeah, shooting, having those extra archers to just blast into Mirkwood at the start would have been really useful. Help spin the favour into your side. Or pikes, yeah. But I guess it was really quite a steep battleground, so the pikes weren't able to really be useful. And then the warlords battling up against very high quality cav, not really getting much use out of them. But the Isengard do okay. 46, you'd want a bit better than that, but they can get shot up quite nasty. 2 times, yep, as I said, very, very solid plays throughout, I felt. And yeah, I mean, everything was good. Egu-sama had an unfortunate start, for sure. I think he did the best he could with it, but it would have been lovely if he could have just charged. You know, that's maybe the way that I would have gone about. I would have seen Morris was there, I would have seen Y2K was coming, and I would have just said, stuff it, I'm about to do a 2v1. let's just get in there and just you know, throw myself at Morris. You would have lost, but I think it would have maybe been a bit better than it turned out. But no, thank you guys very much, and I will see you later.